Hello everyone and welcome to the Cone Racing League. We are here for Tier 2 Round 12, the finale at Bahrain, and I'm joined today by Cammy.
Hello!
Hello, so yeah, been a while since we commentated together and been a good few rounds since I've last been in Tier 2.
Yeah, well, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, and here I am.
Yeah.
It's got to be done. Last race of the season, and it's got to be made interesting somehow. The championship's already won, so
Yeah.
they've called me in to, excite everyone a little bit, as Mazel's is first out on track. But
Yeah.
yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be good. I get to use my freedom of speech, and
Well, within reason.
That's a dangerous thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because our championship winner, Ennis, has got stuck in traffic, so he will not be home in time to race today. He was planning on racing, but he's already got the championship nice and wrapped up. So
it doesn't sound like he's been in much traffic this season if he's already
right.
69 points ahead as well. By
Yeah, huge lead. 1.5 times the driver in second and some. Still a few championship kind of jostling positions to go. Where was it? We've got DeWill and Jet 2 points apart for P2 in the title. Legend, Tango, Hobbsy and Carl are 10 points apart for P4 in the title. And then we've got T-Griff, Freefall and Cole Paradox fighting to not be last in the title. Which is always a good fight that the Dutch drivers like to give out a red lantern to whoever ends up last amongst those. But looks like it'll be DeRoy leading us in the first lap once he gets through the final corner. Last week's race winner, Pangri in the Red Bull. He is doing, where is he? He's 7th in the title, so he's one of the drivers we mentioned for that P4 battle. Actually, no, he isn't one of the drivers I mentioned for that. Why is he not one of the drivers I mentioned for that? Not sure. Whoever did the maths beforehand got it wrong. But Pangri is involved in that fight. Is here we go. DeRoy now starting his lap. Just saw him going through that first little wiggle down towards where Perez got knocked off track in 2020. Alright, there we go. Freefall yet to do a lap of the circuit. Currently on the toilet. We ride at dawn. There we go. That's the man fighting to not be last in the title. Coming to you live from the toilet.
Classic Scotty. He's been fighting a few battles today. Especially with, what is it? FRR or something? FRL, something like that, I don't know. But not only that, he definitely goes to his local Tesco's and swaps out the Tesco's brand eggs for the luxury eggs and sneaks them away. He's one of those kind of people. He knows what he's doing. So we'll leave him with that. Enjoy your poo, Scott. And the Rouge, he's looking quite quick.
Yeah, DeRoy, last corner to go. Always a pretty quick driver, slightly had a mini moment into the braking zone of the final corner, but here we go towards the line. What is it gonna be? It's a 129.6. I'll be honest, I have no idea how good that is. You seem to be impressed.
That's not bad. That's not bad, man.
See, actually, Mazel's a little way off. Cammy's a little bit quiet. Okay, I will turn down the noise, the cars, and turn up the Cammy. I've just turned you up slightly anyways. War Daddy's gone fastest, 29.1. That's a good half-second clear. Okay, there we go. Called Paradox, 29.9, up to P4 for him. Still fairly early days. I think Hobbsy, the next driver to get to the line. Yeah, RS's used that pretty well. Here we go, 29.0. There we go. Hobbsy showing them how it's done. I'm coming through loud and clear. Okay, that is good news.
That should be better for everyone.
You're sounding louder now, so there we go. Next one to the line. Legend P3 for him.
So some good laps. Big ups Hobbsy as well, my fellow ass brethren. We love to see it. Hopefully Hobbsy can snatch a win today, and hopefully as well as that, we can see something good from DeWill.
Yeah, always nice to see De Wilde perform. He's missed 3 races and he's still in the fight for P2 in the title.
That's massive.
It's just De Wilde things, isn't it? I mean, you know, he's a 2-time Tier 1 champion. You know, putting less practice time in nowadays to the game, hence Tier 2, but still an almighty driver. Always one to keep an eye on. Actually, is he currently second? He is currently second. So yeah, he's got the advantage over Jet for P2 in the title.
Come on.
And everyone's a De Wilde fan. If you're not a De Wilde fan, you haven't been in CRL long enough. That's how it works. So I think Dari is the next man to the line. I may be completely mispronouncing that name. But round in the final bend.
Starting a left as well.
Hop on board with Tango afterwards. So here we go. Dari, where's he going to be? It's a 28. First 28. 28.9 for him.
What a lap. It's a bit spicy, that.
28. What was the pole time for Tier 3? Because that usually gives a good indication. Pole time for Tier 3 was a 28.8 by Rapid. Okay. So I'd expect that time to be beaten.
28.8. Jeez, he beeps, man.
What's the Tier 4 one? 29.0. Okay. Tier 3 and 4, some very fast times going on then in the qualifying session. I think possibly... Is that Jet system behind Tango or not? Either way, we'll see who the next to the line is. It might be Jet, it might be Tango. We will stay on board with Tango. He's a driver who I cannot remember if he's actually ever got a championship in CRL, but he's certainly been at the top of the Tier 2 field plenty of times. Shown he can win, shown he can fight. As he comes to this right-hander, don't want to get it on the curb, it might spit you out, give you a spin, a purple sector from the Aston Martin boy. With a Red Bull right in his tail, it must be Jet behind. Yeah, it is, so we'll see the times come in. Jet set his lap immediately after. I wonder if Tango's getting in the way of Jet or not. We will see that Tango's slightly down and where he wants to be, but not massively so. Never mind, 28.9 for Tango, and then Jet half a second faster. I thought Jet was getting in, and he certainly was. 28.4, 4/10 clear of what anyone could manage in Tier 3. Wait to go in P5 there, 29 flat.
Jet by name, Jet by nature.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's one of those drivers who just qualifying beast. I mean, he's P3 in the title, so obviously that's showing what he's capable of. Might even see him going for a cheeky P2 in the title, depending on how he performs compared to De Wilde.
Yeah. Looks like he's not got a, he's got a, I don't know if you can really tell from looking at the car, but it looks like he's got quite a, not as low ride height as I'd expect to see.
Alright, yeah, that's never something I've paid attention to before.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could actually visually tell the difference. It's just, is the car faster on the straights? If yes, it's got low wings.
Well, with Jet's car, I can see it looks just higher than yours.
Alright, there we go. As Pangri going slightly deep, missing the apex. Still a 28.9. 1,000th quicker than Tango, exactly. Those drivers remarkably close.
It's tight at the top.
Yeah, and a Red Bull 1 too. Something that all F1 fans hope to not be the case too often. Yeah, you want it every now and then. Every now and then you want a bit of dominance from one team as 4-star next man to the line. He's a little way off, 30 flat from him.
I want to see Lando win something this season.
Do you? I want more Ferrari success.
Other than driver of the day.
Other than driver of the day, yeah. The British fans will get him driver of the day, but will he get himself a win? I'll be honest, I've always thought Lando's quite an overrated driver.
And what do you think about Oscar Piastri?
Hard to say. He seems to have a lot of potential, but of course it's still fairly early days. He's had one season, performed decently. He won a sprint race, of course.
Yeah.
It's kind of
True that.
got potential. Hard to see where he will end up. So Scotty, there we go, setting a 1:51.4. That is the lap he would have rather have left in the toilet, along Here we go, Mazel's improving, a couple of tenths found so far, though if it was a mistake in the last sector. Moving up into P13 for him, 29.9. Red Bull's pulling into the pit lane. Is Carl Paradox on a lap? He is on a lap. He's found a quarter of a second. Quarter of a second looks to put him about P12 only. Oh, a little bit more time. Yeah, P12 it is. 29.7 from the Dutchman. Who have we got next? It's Snowdroy is on a slow one. 4 stars on an in lap. Is this Hobbsy? No. DeWilt starting his lap. We got a McLaren. McLaren's War Daddy and War Daddy up to P2. Another 28.9. That's the 4th driver. As Legend a 28.8.
Goodness me, man. These are fast times.
Right now it is Hobbsy to the line, and he has found a little bit of time. There we go. Another 28.8.
My king. Another Haas driver.
It's crazy. We've got all these guys so close together, and then Jet said, "What if I was just 4 tenths faster than a lot of them?"
Yeah, and then Scott also said, "What if I go for another?"
Yeah. What if I was 20 seconds slower than a lot of them? Yeah.
That's. He's still getting pole in tier 4 though. No?
Oh yeah. Oh right. Pole in tier 4, I think, is about the same time that Waits. He said.
And it's about 129. It's a high 129s.
That's 29.0.
Was it?
I had a look.
Yeah, no.
It was 29.0 for the tier 4, 28.
MKT as well.
8 for tier 3. It's Jet now starting another lap. The other drivers be hoping he doesn't improve too much. I do wonder how much more he's got to give in the car. Car Paradox is on an in lap. Roy is possibly going to improve from P11, though he needs 4 tenths to get anywhere. Finds 5 tenths up into P8, another 29.0, 4 tenths clear as Waitsy as... Which one of the Haas drivers was that? I think DeWill. DeWill up into
That's
P3.
my boy.
There we go.
His grits and greens, baby.
The nicest Frenchman you will ever meet. Load of drivers pulling now into the pit lane. Hobbsy is on an in lap. Okay, we'll hop on board with Jet then. Jet will be the next to line, and Jet has already found a 10th on his previous best lap.
This guy, he's crazy. He's fast. Oh, on the line. He's really close there. Oh, blimey.
See the sector times. He's still a 10th up.
He's rapid.
He seems untouchable at the moment.
Oh, he's on super low fuel.
There we go, right, using the curbs, possibly slightly missing the apex. I don't know how much it unsettles these cars, but here we go to the line. It is a 28.1.
What a lap.
My goodness, who is going to stop this man?
Turn 1? Maybe?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes?
Yeah. Well, what was it? One of the I can't remember if it's tier 3 or tier 4, but one of the drivers, his doorbell rang. He looked away, looked back, and all of a sudden he was into the back of someone else. And the steward slapped him with a 10-second penalty. So
I think that was tier 4, tier 3. I got spun. But I didn't report it because it's not worth it. You know, the other driver was. There was a loss of control really. It was just a loss of traction. So it's not. It wasn't deliberate. And I got spun and lost my front wing, so I ended up losing out in T2 in the championship. But yeah, I mean I missed 2 races as well. So with those 2 races, you never know. P1 maybe we could have still been on the cards. But
yeah, oh yeah, it's always the races you miss when you're the fastest, isn't it?
yeah, well, I was in Tenerife for 2 races, so.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, when you was that for your birthday or something?
Yeah, that's my birthday.
I was freefall invalidated in the first chicane. As he's not made it far with that one.
Unlucky. Uh-oh.
So he's just retired from. Is he in the wall?
Yeah, I watched it.
He is freefall in the wall back there.
He spun, he lit up the rears and he just went round.
Right, okay, 4-star next to starter's lap. Tango saying still only 200ths faster in the first sector than me. Little victories. I assume.
Is it just me, or is that possibly the longest quali time all season for Scott? He should be getting into the high 130s at Spa. So
I don't know, maybe someone managed a very slow one at Spa.
nah, Scott's the record setter, man. He always goes out there to
Prove the impossible is possible.
Yeah, that's it.
To all the kids out there, yeah. We go. All of a sudden, a load of traffic on track as everyone going out for their last flying lap. Jet pulling a Vettel at Singapore in his Red Bull days. That's what I did. I'm good enough. I don't need a last flying lap. And looking at the gap, understandable.
Let's see what Hobbsy and Do will do, huh? Because I think it's going to be a Haas 1-2 on the grid.
We will.
Each day I lie to myself, I'm awfully honest. But I reckon these boys might have something in them. Can anyone get close to Jet? Who knows?
I mean, that's 6.5 tenths plus. There's a long way to go. 4-star first man attempting. He's up to P11. Some time found, not a massive amount found. Trying to see who we've got. We've got Waitsy on a lap. We've got, I think McConey's our lead driver next to the line. He's a 10th down though in the first sector. Cannot currently see the clock underneath the yellow flag.
McConey.
Time fighting off silent hiccups. Here we go, McConey. I do reckon he was a 10th down, but he's quite a way off, so there's a lot of pace to find. There we go, 3/10 up. Now this is looking more like it, although that only looks like a move up one place. There's a lot of time between Cole Paradox and Strauss for that P11, P12.
And Hobbsy's on fire. He's already 2/10 up on his time.
So McConey at 29.4, he does move up one place, but only the one place. Waitsy, next driver to the line. We'll try and keep an eye on who's where. He's got nearly a couple tenths under his car. But it's those front few drivers. Strauss up to Hobbsy. Not too much separating them in all honesty. It's just that massive gap to Jet. Such a long way off. Where can Waitsy get? He's P2, it's a 28.8.
P2.
Good time from him. 4-star coming into the pits. He won't be improving.
Hobbsy needs to nail sector 3 if he wants to claim back to P2.
Mazzles 29.5. DeWill though is into the pits. Cole Paradox up to P13. Who's this? Tango next man. He's up to P2 with 28.7 from him. Hobbsy a 28.7 as well.
What a lap. That's my boy.
War Daddy another 28.7, but it's not enough. Legend then he's up to P4 as Dari puts it up to P2, a 28.5 from him. They're closing down on Jet, but there's just Pangria invalidating on the last corner. It's a quarter of a tenth up, so wasn't going to move too many places. But yeah, immediately retiring in the pits as Strauss.
The Mercs giving each other a tow. Strauss coming through.
I don't think it's Strauss is letting past McConey, who's already in
Strauss
AI anyway.
21 seconds down on his time. But here comes CRL McConey, even though he's already finished. But looks like that's it for quali.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Nah, he's 50 seconds down on his time.
Yeah, no, he ain't gonna save that in the last sector.
Yeah, a rocket engine. Yeah, that does.
That's pretty much half a lap worth of time. But,
it's about the lap time for the alternate Bahrain layout, isn't it?
We just need, to be fair, actually, it was roughly that. I think we need some full sending going on this last race of the season.
Anyway, let's do a quick run through of the order. Jet on pole with an unbelievable time. 28.1, 4/10 back to the next driver, Dari. Then Hobbsy Wardaddy on the second row, 200 separating them. Just behind them is Legend, Tango, Waitsy, DeWill. All those times are so close together. From P3 to P8 is barely a tenth, just over. Then you've got Pangry DeRoy finishing out the top 10, 4-star, and Strauss and Carl Paradox, McConey, Mazzles, and then Freefall finishing it out 23 seconds behind the pole time.
Impressive.
It is, that takes skill.
So who do you think is going to win then today?
Freefall. No, I mean, at the moment,
right.
Jet. However, he's very, very much a qualifier. And actually, yeah, he's just said that was a PB as well for him. Some of the drivers are already telling him to head off to Tier 1, of course.
He's a qualifier, not a racer.
But, yeah. I mean, at the moment, you've got to put your money on Jet. He's been so far ahead. But there's still plenty of other drivers who are in with a shot of it.
What are the odds on Scott winning?
I think there would have to be rain for Scott to win.
500 to 1?
You're going to struggle to find someone who'd go for that one. I'm not sure. Obviously, money wouldn't be on Scott, but it is not completely impossible. Things would have to go very his way. So here we go, formation lap. Now let's see the tyres. Yep, all mediums and hards throughout the field. The front two, they're both going on hard tyres, interestingly, so Hobbsy might try and do something into turn 1.
Yeah, if he can get those tyres toasty and those brakes warmed up, then there's every chance he'll get a bit more of the old grippy, and he can make a move.
Yeah, although the first thing they got to do is not miss their grid box.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Got to keep those tyres nice and warm. And of course there's track limits to consider around this track as well. You don't want to pick up too many warnings, you're pushing too hard, just step over a white line, let the curb pull you over. And they can really add up over the 29 laps. Was that a lock-up from Jed? I think it was.
He's not being a bit more careful.
I guess it helps with the tyre warm-up. But at the moment he is the favourite. T-Griff leaving the session should be able to get back in. I'm sure he will ping us. If not... But yeah, so I mean, well, if Jet wins the race, he's only 6 points behind DeWill in the title. DeWill would need to finish P2, and then those two would tie on points. So I'm not sure who gets that on countback for P2 in the title if that happens. Don't know who has more wins. I would expect it to be Jet, as DeWill's consistent and Jet is a rocket ship, or a jet engine, I guess makes more sense.
Yeah. Well, rocket ships use jet engines, don't they?
I don't think they do. I think rocket engines and jet engines are different. Right, let's do
fun on the approach to the grid.
Oh, hello. Who is this?
And it was my boy Hobbsy.
There we go. First.
Showing them how it's done, baby. Hell, baby. Hell, baby.
Right,
on the right side for this, though, I think. The left-hand side of the grid will be a bit happier.
He's got more grip. He should be able to get Darian to turn 1, I reckon. It's also
what is that Williams doing? Did you see him trying to park up there?
No, I did not.
He's on a bloody 45-degree angle.
So here we go, preparing. Oh, Freefall's missed his grid box as well.
It's a platypus. It's Perry the platypus.
As we are 5 lights on and away we go here for the season finale.
They were held there for quite some time. The big old run down into turn 1.
And it is immediately Hobbsy, a good launch by him. Trying to hold it round the outside. Jet's got a good getaway though.
Oh, Jet's lucky there. He's got away. Hobbsy Hobbsy and Dari battling a little bit there, a bit of
But
banging going on.
Hobbsy's boxed in. And forced wide there. Nothing he can do.
Me.
Bit of action further down. War Daddy side by side with DeWill. Have they settled down just yet? No, War Daddy trying to hold around the outside, but yeah, has to back out. Does not want to be losing a front wing. And oh, look at this, Williams. DeRoy, he's gone for a send.
Got a bye. Oh, a little bit of banging there. War Daddy saying,
ooh, nudging him wide. Yeah, DeRoy down a couple of places from that one.
They all come up the main. The straight of Sector 2. Legend, Hobbsy, Dari, and up front.
Look at that, he's got 1.2 seconds already. Not much anyone else can do at the moment. They're stuck behind the hard runner of Dari. Hobbsy want to get past as soon as he can, but going to be a little tricky until DRS kicks in. Doesn't want to be wasting his ERS too early in the race. Yeah, here we go. Lap 1 done and a 1 second lead for our pole sitter. Behind a few drivers considering moves. There's an Aston Martin making moves there. 4-star up the inside of Mazzles. Having said that, he's not got the move done just yet. And behind the other AlphaTauri coming into play, 4-star, nearly going for a spin there. Cal Paradox giving him a little cheeky tap on the rear.
Hobbsy right on the back of Dari as well. That whole first lap really.
Whoa, it's Cal Paradox completely missing his braking point, dropping down a couple of positions. And waits into the...
Martin going for a move. Ending is Hungary as well. They're quite nip and tuck at the moment. Almost inviting DeWill back to that kind of top 6 battle going on. And they're very close around that corner of turn 7.
Yeah, that corner, it's so easy to lock up into that corner as well. That kind of gradually turning in tighter and tighter as you're on the brakes.
Yeah, it's downhill and the angle. I mean, there's a lot. It's a very technical corner to attack. And this is all not easy.
It's the gap. The lead is still building more and more. Now 1.6 seconds. Did briefly say 1.7. I guess it's come down a little bit since then. DRS to be enabled for next lap. The first time we'll have it is the run down to turn 4. Assuming I can count the corners correctly. His Jet, of course, once again setting fastest laps. And it will be Hobbsy, the first man to have DRS, but he might be overtaken beforehand. He is not just yet. Let's see what he can do here. Compromising his exit a little bit to defend. That's good news for Dari. Bad news for him and trying to move up the grid though.
Yeah, we're going to see a bit of a train form now.
Oh, hello, look at this though. Way down for P13, Freeform Marconi, Cole Paradox. These 3 drivers completely nose to tail.
Yeah, Marconi is a little like a Mercedes sandwich in between the old Ferrari and AlphaTauri, which is now a racing bull this season.
Yeah, or V-Carb,
cool.
Call it what you will. I don't think V-Carb is actually too bad of a name. The more I hear it is, oh my goodness, I've hopped off board, hopped back on, and Marconi, lucky to not go into the back of the Dutchman.
Not many position changes going on. There's a lot of kind of just squabbling.
Yeah, it seems to be most drivers, they'll have a little fight and then it'll set back to what it was before. As Marconi going deep, completely missing the corner there. That's dropped him back more than a second out of DRS range. At the moment, the only DRS train we've got is second place right the way down to P12. Actually, P13, Freefall's got himself onto the back of that train.
Scotty boy.
He's burnt all of his ERS to get there, but he has joined the back of them. And on his mediums, be able to start reeling those drivers in just a little bit more.
Well, he's got DRS to do it now, which will help him. Maybe not in the next corners.
DeRoy went for a move, went far too deep, and immediately Strauss got him back.
Spun. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, he's gonna be rather upset with himself. I blame Chris Gedman, but that's a shame. That's really not ideal for Scotty. But hey, he's got space, he's got clean air now. He can do his thing.
Yeah, it gives him time, head down, get some good laps in as long as he doesn't make any big mistakes while his tyres are a little bit hotter.
Oh, here we go. Hobbsy on the inside.
Is he going to go for it? He is going to go for it.
He gets the position, but is there a switch back on?
No, there is not. Tricky to switch back on that corner, especially with the tyre advantage in play. Although with DRS he might just immediately lose the move anyway.
Yeah, he might do.
We'll see. He's got about 10% more ERS going on for him.
He's got the opportunity to try and hunt down Jet now, as he's got the medium tyres, but he's not out of the woods yet. Dari is going to close that gap up on him. They're 3 wide as they approach turn 1.
This Legend got the both of them. They both got Hobbsy, but who gets it, Legend or Dari? Oh my goodness, it is Dari defending. Legend though does keep Hobbsy out of it. And Hobbsy all of a sudden from 3rd to 2nd right the way down to 4th. But here we go then, down towards turn 4. Is anything else going to kick off?
Hobbsy really sticking to the back of Legend now though. That's just a bit unfortunate, I think.
Got the Aston Martin and the Red Bull behind as well. Pangre's stuck to the back of Tango like glue. And all the while, Jet's just pulling it away even further.
Yeah, they're almost making it easy for him by squabbling back there. But here we go. Is there going to be any changes of positions here? I think Legend might get ahead of Dari as we go. Oh, well, you're looking to the out. No, maybe not. Maybe he's waiting until the main straight. But 3 DRS zones in Bahrain.
Yeah, easy to pass.
Plenty of opportunity.
Just don't get lost from the DRS train and don't run out of ERS. It's actually Wardaddy quite close to the back of De Will. We're running a little deep. It's going to compromise his entry, and indeed it has. Let's hop back on board with the P2 battle. The leader of the DRS train can see Jet there just ahead. But it's Legend again going up the inside. Last time he got Hobbsy, this time he will get Dari. As the Aston Martin is trying to make moves, he's got alongside briefly with Hobbsy, but Tango not. No, has he got the cutback? Tango managed to get a cutback now side by side with Hobbsy, and he's through up into P4. Very nicely done by him.
You've got to give it to him, that was a good move.
Yes, Hobbsy just keeps dropping down this order.
Hopefully no further.
Yeah, what's he done? He's been... Did Hobbsy ever make it through to the lead? I cannot remember, but he certainly made his way up and down
P2
amongst the top. Trying to remember if ever...
Hungry is...
Ooh, snapped from Hobbsy.
A little bit out of shape there. P2 be vulnerable to Hungry now.
Tricky place to go for a move though, as the Red Bull taking a very odd line for that. Does cost him a 10th, that gives him a much better exit actually. You know what, that line might work very well for Pangri.
And do win as well, looking to go out as well.
We'll see 3 seconds between first and second, but what moves are we going to see here? Dari pulling to the inside, and he's got that done for second. How about further down? Is anyone going for anything in this train? They're also close together, get a side by side.
Strauss in P9.
Right, there's a side by side. Who is that? I cannot work it out. It was Pangri looking up the inside of Hobbsy.
And the Wardaddy overtaken by Strauss.
Oh, hello, DeRoy's there. Side by side, a little bit of wheel banging going on, and actually the wheel banging, the contact has cost DeRoy to spin around. That's going to drop him down the order, hopefully. Is he going to come in before McConey? He don't want to be getting yourself an unsafe rejoin. Does not appear to be an unsafe rejoin, but it has dropped him off the back of that big train. Now just 11 drivers in that train. That is well over half the field. That's 3/4 of the field in that one train. Never mind, I can't do maths. How many drivers is it? 10 drivers of 16. Ooh, McConey went for a send on DeRoy. It wasn't enough though, running deep. Williams getting himself back through into P13, holding off for the moment after his mistake. Gonna have to be careful on the slightly hotter tyres, but once he gets himself back into a flow and a bit cleaner air, should be able to lay down some faster lap times. Now Pangri on the back of Hobbsy. Meanwhile Dari's nearly got a second to legend.
Pangri looking up to the inside, and it looks like he might. Hobbsy's looking at the switchback, we get a better exit. It looks like he may have just done, and before they've even fully got into the DRS zone, he was alongside nearly there. Doesn't go for a move, thinks better of it, and Pangri is up in the P5 now.
Yeah, Hobbsy down yet another place. An awesome start to the race, but just been struggling so much since.
And Tango and Pangri are very close by together with each other now as well, so maybe Pangri could be looking to really climb up towards the podium places.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, Dari, he keeps nearly getting that gap to over a second. He's lost it a little bit of that time, in fact quite a lot of that time now. But how long until he escapes the DRS? The longer the stint goes on, the more wear we're going to see on Legends tyres.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, being on the hard, he's going to be almost, a couple more laps. He's going to have the pace advantage. I mean, they've got to be fairly similar pace to each other now. But we'll see what happens.
So here we go. Are there any moves down towards turn 1? It seems all in orderly fashion at the moment. Kind of the field nicely spread out. A few drivers pulling out a little bit there, but not near enough to get any moves. Just sticking their car in the wing mirror of the driver ahead, saying, "Hello, I'm still here. Don't ignore me." Further down, we've got DeRoy and Pangri. Sorry, DeRoy and McConey still fighting. McConey has shown to like moves where he just brakes really late and hopes it works. The other driver, though, quite often getting the cutback. Are we going to see a switch back here from McConey? Not quite. Oh, maybe. That's contact, and that's DeRoy round again. That's hard to say. There was a moment there from DeRoy. He caught it, but the slowing down meant McConey was into his back. And now got to get his car back pointing forward. He's plummeted down the order.
Yeah, just watching this train here up front, and it's kind of mesmerising, but hey, getting there.
Yeah, all the cars just wiggling through. Gap still 3 seconds, 2.9 seconds to the lead. Does seem to be staying fairly constant, actually. The race pace, Dari seeming to be fairly strong. How's ERS looking? It is in the favour of the Ferrari. Himself has nearly escaped the clutches of the cars behind, but of course these two DRS straights back to back where you lose a lot of the time that you've just gained if you did not have DRS. Is this a move from 4-star? It will not be. Drivers ahead very, very bunched up at parts of this train. So what is that further up the order? Tango going a little bit deep. He's got a Red Bull alongside him, though the Greekman pulling back that overtake, opting not to go for it just yet. Certainly keeping pressure up. I think Pangri's Greek. Let me check. He is Greek. Good, I know what I'm talking about. I pulled that one off the top of my head, but it does seem managed to get it correct. Now Tango only just with DRS. That gap was over a second at one point, but it wasn't at the DRS line So it does avoid getting dropped off the back. You can see that gap around 8 or 9 tenths. It might be. We start to see the second and third place Darien Legend fracture off the front, start to pull away a little bit more. So a good couple of corners by Tango, preventing that happening in this lap. Oh, hello, we've got some battling going down the bottom end of the field. These two drivers fighting for 0 points and 0 points, but of course more of the race yet to come. Waitsy's already done a stop, but I assume that was lap 1 damage. Roy just struggling quite a lot here.
Yeah, Scott's out in no man's land. McConey and Cole Paradox miles away from each other now as well. 4 stars next up the road from Cole Paradox, and he's at the back of that trade.
There's all Pangri having a look at the back. Is it enough? There's Waitsy and DeRoy swapping positions yet again. Those two having a fun fight further down the field. But it's this train where most of the action is happening. And it's all these cars. I mean, it's still all these cars just stuck back to back to back. I think we're missing some action going on further down the field. There's DeRoy, no, backing out again. I think a mistake must have happened somewhere in that corner.
I mean, this is
pod racing.
So consistent, man.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. These tier 2 drivers, they're not, they're not CRL's fastest, but they're just consistent. They just don't seem to make many mistakes. It's still the same 11 drivers, or I guess 10 drivers. Dari P2 down to 4-star P11. All of them just not able to escape each other. Few moves here and there, but it's the same 10 drivers.
And then Daddy and Strauss side by side in turn 1. Oh, they've kept that so clean. Strauss is at P8, Daddy P9.
I don't know who was ahead.
Mesmerising, really, to watch.
Wouldn't it be so nice if there were like custom camera angles you could set, so you could have it so you could just look down the straight and see the wiggle if you set a camera up yourself. That's Codemasters, if you're listening, use that in 24 please. It's free fall into the pits for a set of soft tyres. But still, none of these guys escaping. A few times it looked like Dari was going to escape past Legend. A few times.
Side by side. Waitsy and DeRoy.
Oh yeah, Waitsy's sweeping him around the outside there. Just caught the tail end of that one. DeRoy, his older medium tyres look like they're starting to struggle.
Oh, I think... No, never mind.
You good?
Yep. I'm good. The camera angle changed really quickly. I thought it looked like McConey'd spun, but yeah, he was all good.
Yeah, look at this. Still 2.8 from the leader, Jet Dari. I mean, he's holding on well, especially given the qualifying time that we saw from Jet. 4 tenths clear of the next closest man. Still, actually, as the Red Bull closing on to the back of the Aston Martin, Pagri does seem to have more pace than Tango. That has been a consistent theme of these few drivers. It's been the Red Bull on the back of that Aston Martin.
Tango's just going to keep it at bay though. He's their exit, Barry off track there. Did he gain any time? Who knows? Ooh, drama. Yeah, Hungary seems to be a little bit quicker, but not where it really matters.
Yeah, it's the exits onto the straights, isn't it? I mean, he seems really fast at the kind of end of sector 1, start of sector 2, but it's not where you're going to get an overtake, really.
Yeah, he's just proper quick at the wiggly bits, you know.
Might be a higher downforce car, but that's hurting him on the straight bits, which is usually where you get the overtakes down.
Which is funny because I say about Jet's car being a little bit higher ride height, and he's gapped everyone else.
So we've had a couple of drivers come into the pit lane, Hobbs and Strauss, both of which started on the mediums. Well, I guess it's you want a lower downforce setup for the overtakes, but if you're in clean air by yourself, then the optimum setup might be slightly lower wings, and that's what's working so well for Jed. I would not be surprised if we saw the likes of Legend, or any of the medium runners, I guess, come into the pit. So this train is now fractured. The top 5 just escaping. Having said that, DeWill has managed to get himself DRS here, I think.
If Hobbsy can nail a couple of... God, Scott! If Hobbsy can nail a couple of really good laps here, then he could be in for a little a decent game from this.
DeRoy on the inside of Waitsy. He's got him. Is the cut back on? I don't think it is. I think DeRoy stopped his car at just the right time, and he is.
It looks like there might be an incident here. They're touching each other.
No.
Look at him parking it on the inside as they go for the switchback. Waitsy on the outside now. Oh,
hello. That's not racing noises there.
Waitsy's got DRS on him. Oh, they switch sides. Waitsy's gonna hang around the outside.
Oh, no, wait, no contact!
Oh, they're touching. And
but neither of them span. There's a VSC. I think
he's in the wall.
Scott brought out the VSC, which is great news for the guys currently in the pit lane. Cold Paradox will be happy to see that one.
Inky, pinky, punky. Scott has got no wingy.
Do we see yet? Coney, despite being on the hards, he's coming into the pits under the VSC.
Yeah, but this is McConey's first stop.
Wasn't he the one who pit lap 1 or something?
No.
Who was that?
That was Waitsy.
Ah, yeah.
But currently, Legend is top of the stops, Hungary behind him and Hobbsy behind him. It's tight up there. Hobbsy's probably feeling a bit hard done to, because that VSC...
Yeah, it's worked against him.
Slowed him down just enough for the other guys to come out ahead of him, which I think he might have got the jump on, to be honest. If only he waited another lap. But
yeah, but you never know.
McConey locks up and flat spots his tyres there.
Because there we go. Back under green. And not too many on-track battles still going on. A lot of the drivers fractured by the pit stops, fractured by the VSC. Mazel's still at the back of War Daddy.
I think Jet's going to want to go in this lap, maybe, or the next.
No, I'd expect him to keep going.
Sorry.
DeWill and Mazel's.
I have an extra. Never mind. I am
an extra IQ point.
Yeah, I got extra IQ points in my skill tree.
As there we go. Mazel's right on the back of War Daddy, not going for the move though. Actually braking quite early because of it. 4-star into the pits on the hards, interestingly. Already opted into pit, of course, for a set of mediums.
Ooh.
You want that 1 stop. He'll come out in P11.
4-star is no longer hard.
He's not. He's not gone soft just yet.
No.
Unless there's a late safety car, not too likely.
Yeah. He was halfway in between hard and soft, really, with the medium.
Yeah.
We're halfway.
So, hello, Pangri, a purple first sector from him. Of course, the fresh hard tyres, but he's a little bit stuck behind Legend at the moment. I do wonder who is the faster between them. Pangri's race pace has been immaculate.
Make a move, something exciting happens, please.
He looks tempted. He definitely looks tempted.
Come on, Pangri. Make our night. Spur my night, spur my night.
Legend burning the ERS though. It's the move not on, but Pangary's got about 20% more in his car. As there we go, Jet is in. And how many of them follow him in? Dari does, War Daddy does. But Tango, DeWill and Mazzles still going on. And DeWill and Mazzles on the medium soft. Is that even a possibility?
Go on there, DeWill. Medium soft, baby girl.
Right, here's the question though. Where does Jet Pangary does get the fastest lap? And do they come out ahead of Jet? The answer is yes. They've undercut him.
Suey.
His Jet sticks on the mediums, he'll be faster for a little bit. But for the moment, his tyres still need warming up. And behind him, he's got Hobbs and Strauss already on plenty of warm tyres. 3 laps on their hards.
Come on, Hobbsy. You show him what for. Jet is a slippery customer, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be fast, especially now he's on these mediums.
Yeah.
Once they're up to temperature.
He's got 5 litres of baby oil next to his rig. He is a slippery boy. Yeah. I mean, I find, I'll be honest, I found Tier 4 more exciting. But that's because people are more likely to crash into each other.
I was just thinking that, yeah, more incidents, more safety cars.
This is very good racing, but it's also like watching a metronome ticking back and forwards.
Well, you know, every now and then a metronome likes to explode on you, so we might see
like
a little bit of chaos.
Silverstone was fun, and this, I like this. But this.
Yeah, there we go. Although having said that, Legend is in a Red Bull sandwich, and he's got a very fast Red Bull behind him. And oh, look at this! He's boxed in, and Jet's got the both of them.
He's been absolutely spandangled in the Goonies there, he has. He does not know what's hitting.
Legend done over as 4-star, getting War Daddy into turn 1. Can he hold it on the exit? Oh, War Daddy's trying to spin himself. Void's completely doing a massive spin. But yeah, does drop back quite a ways. One of these leaders, they must be going for like medium soft and hard soft.
Yep.
There's no way you take the mediums this long if that is not your plan.
Big old respect to my boy. He's still lapping fairly quickly. But he might be holding out for another incident. No.
And Waits is still due another pit stop at some point as well. Of course, he is complete free choice of tyres. Way down in P13, still has his pit stop to go.
Scott absolutely. Oh, what a move! Well in there.
Oh, he's made it stick as well.
Got him free fall. What a move!
Right.
I call that live.
I did miss the move itself as all. Jet fastest lap. Tango and Mazzles into the pits. DeWill still going on his mediums. Is he going for the old Alex Albon?
It inside in there, and it was a very nice move.
So Mazzles is on the soft compound.
Ooh,
interesting. Tango's gone the mediums, and he's actually seems to have joined in the middle of a battle here. Putting War Daddy in a Aston Martin sandwich.
Yep.
With Tango at the front. I mean, I don't know how long mediums take to get up to a more sensible temperature. It can't be too long, certainly not as bad as the hard tyres.
No, definitely not. Scott looks to be getting attacked into the final corner, but he's held it. But there's going to be some DRS going on here, and will the Roy get Scotty while he's in free fall down the grid?
Yeah, look at that.
Down the inside. And he moves across. Scott could maybe get a bit.
Oh, he's run deep though, just DeRoy.
Macaroni, and he has.
DeRoy's fluffed that wildly. It broke way too late there.
He's absolutely bamboozled himself there, really, when you think about it.
And he's given Scott some DRS on the next straight as well.
Oh, he's jinxed himself there.
Right, so let's see. The only way... I mean, DeWill's going to have to stick on softs. That's inevitable at this point. If there's a safety car now, everyone will stick on everyone will stick on a pair of softs, and DeWill will be laughing away.
Yep.
But as of yet, there is no sign of a safety car with that breathe VSC when we had Freefall put it in the wall. But so far, been very, very clean driving. Distinct lack of chaos in this race.
Not good for me.
As a commentator, you want those safety cars to bring the field back together again.
I feel like you know an OAP, right? When they're in a home and they're just sat there watching the same daytime telly all day, every day. Watching this race has kind of felt like that because it's just. I feel like a passenger here. There's nothing really to say. Apart from here comes Roy again.
Well, here comes Darry as well on the outside of Strauss. And he sweeps him around the outside, the fresher mediums getting the slightly older hards. The man who qualified P2 starting to work his way up past the guys who pit a little bit earlier.
Yep, Scott's been fully gapped now.
He's still within that 1 second margin.
Oh yeah, he's got back at him there, I think.
DeWill is still not pit. He must be waiting for a safety car, that or a puncture.
My goat. Scotty with a little bit of a lock up there, but he's right on the tail for Roy. Here coming for the Roy.
It's a long way back though. There's actually the two Red Bulls at the moment moving in tandem, both closing down ahead.
Wobbling.
I don't know if they're fighting. I mean, I'd assume they would be. Don't know how much they're willing to work together, but neither of them... Well, actually, I guess no, they are both in championship battles of some kind. Of course, there's the constructors. No idea what's going on with that. I know Red Bull was strong at the start of the season.
I think they've won it in half a second.
Ah, right, okay. But
so we need some good points here.
Yeah, Jet does want to beat DeWill here in this race, try and get P2 in the standings, as does Pangri to try and get up to P4. Only currently 10 points behind Legend in P4, despite himself being P7, tied on points with Carl actually, who is not racing today. There's freefall on the back of Roy all over again. And DeWill's in. Right, I think we can assume he'll be sticking on a set of the soft compound. Certainly be surprised if it was anything else. There we go, as expected.
Can Pangri get...
As freefall sweeps around the outside as DeRoy, my goodness. Was not expecting that one. Of all the corners to go for it.
On turn 7 on Monday. I felt really big when on that. I think he was the same person that spun me though, so
yeah.
Turn 8 and 9. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose.
Right, so here we go. DeWill come out after a very long first stint on the mediums. He's P11 on a fresh set of soft tyres. How much can he move up the order? No one's got a penalty yet as well. Not one driver has got a track limits penalty just yet. I'm gonna say yet, because...
Me getting the opportunity to do comms on the last race of the season, right, at Bahrain, I feel like that's like getting invited to the China Buffet King, yeah? And you get there, and all it is just chips.
Well, yeah, there's like
I mean?
those cold sausage rolls. They're always nice.
Sausage rolls, chips, maybe some like fairly bland noodles. I was expecting some nice chow mein, a bit of chicken satay, you know. And the only person that's been cooking really is Scott.
It is. I mean look, they're side by side. Look at this.
And the front wing, but that's where the action's going on.
Ooh!
Oh, safety car?
No, he's kept it out the wall.
He's absolutely went flying there. What a
I just saw a car. It was a left-hand corner, and I saw a car going off to the right all of a sudden.
Why are you running?
caught it in the end. I think Freefall's waiting for him.
Yeah, big ups. They want to say we want action.
Giving a bit of the finale action, but still, actually, hang on, look at this. Strauss and Hobbsy getting involved, and
Hobbsy.
Tango saying hello to this as well.
Tango's banging him silly. Oh, naughty,
Tango's got him. Hobbsy down another couple of positions.
Send it, Hobbsy, send it. Put him a crumpet. Make a move. Dive.
He's got War Daddy behind as well. On the fresher mediums. I do wonder if he's going to lose another one here.
Hobbsy. I know you can't hear me right now, but just hold on.
Tango, oh my goodness, nearly into the back of Strauss. That was brave. It's further down De Wheel on the fresh soft tyres. Of course, the Frenchman is going to be rapid.
On the outside. Go. No. Maybe turn 2 though, he's got a little bit of traction there.
Oh my goodness, De Roy is on a mission to cause a safety car. He's somehow avoided it yet again. There's still action going on up for P5. 5, 6, 7, 8. These guys going wild. Tango on the inside of Strauss.
Come on, Hobbsy.
And he is through for the moment. Darry and Legend side by side for P3. Darry on slightly fresher medium tyres. But off on the curb, it's going to hurt his traction. And yeah, it does. It's enough for him to drop down to P4.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere. 4-star, staying ahead of DeWill, but for how much longer? Not much longer at all. DeWill hangs it out, round the outside. Gets up a position on those fresh softs.
Yeah, at the moment the Frenchman is a couple tenths off fastest lap, but I'm just waiting to see that purple lap time with his name next to it.
Yep, DeWill might have gone soft, but he's made me hard.
Yep, can't
Nice
say the same, but always a pleasure to see him out on track.
Hobbsy trying to hang on at the back of that DRS. Now, he's managed to. Strauss is struggling to keep the Tango as he's just dipping out of the 1 second range. Gonna have to close that back in before the final corner if he wants DRS.
Yeah, we'll see, but Tango's tyres, I mean, they're only 5 laps old. He's still got plenty of life, one of the last to pit. Darien Legend still battling away, and I'd expect soon Tango to join that fight, making it a 3-way fight for the last place on the podium, as there goes our first track limits penalty. The two at the back battling for the points, well, battling for the no points.
Out, and he's got it into turn 1. But is it all in Legend's plan? Has he got DRS? It looks like it.
It seems too far back. Got a couple of tenths to work with, but it's not enough to go for the move further behind. War Daddy Strauss for P6. They can't do anything here, and I think they're going to keep falling off back of Tango, who has now joined onto the back of these guys here. P3 battle's going to heat up in these last 5 laps. Or 4.5 laps.
The final podium position.
And you know what? We do still have time for a safety car. Yet to have one this race. So far been relatively clean. Scott's put himself on the wall. De Roy's had a couple of mishaps.
Very close indeed.
Yeah, here we go. Look at these guys. So close. I mean, Jet still showing to be the favourite for the win, but this battle for P3 really could go any way.
De Roy's closing. He's gone down the inside. No, he's too far back.
Yeah, not going to happen there, is it? I'm trying to watch the lead, well, the podium battle here, and you're down watching the...
And De Roy takes the position back. Goal! Right across the front of Scott to the inside. Goodness me, I thought he was about to commit mass murder there, Jesus.
There's Tango is? Oh no.
Well.
Tango attempted something, did not pan out in the end, but these guys remarkably close. Now only a matter of time before one of them makes a move. Legend though not close enough, and Tango is going to struggle while Legend has got the DRS from the Ferrari ahead. 2 Italian cars working together against the Aston Martin.
The muzzles. is ahead of Forster. The end of the Darry. I mean, this is.
That's
Oh,
a yellow. I
caution,
think it's for
sector two.
Mazzles. Somewhere making a mistake going off track a little bit, as he's lost quite a lot of time to full start just
Yeah, he
after you
just got the
mentioned an
move on them as
overtake.
well a little minute ago. Maybe a bit of got a bit loosey goosey.
There's Jet just out here in a lonely little
Big
lead.
send from DeRoy. All contact between him and Scott. And he's still got DRS, I think. He does. He's hunting him down. But he keeps the position.
I'm amazed we've not seen more overtakes by this group fighting for P3, but Darry's just got more ERS than the other two. 3 laps left to go. Tango just seems a bit stuck. Cannot get past Legend, so he can't get himself up to Darry. Darry. Uncertain how the name is said, so apologies to the driver if I'm getting it wrong. McConey and Waitsy both pit in.
Fastest
Interesting.
lap.
It must be for fastest lap. I'm trying to remember. It's points for the top 12, isn't it?
Yeah, they just want to rob points, I think. Or go, just be included in the scoreboard when it comes out, the positions.
Yeah, but there is now no risk of a safety car. I think the last 3 laps, safety car not able to come out on track.
I suppose nothing quite gets you throbbing and seeing a purple star next to your name at the positions on a Friday or a Saturday.
Well, actually, you can see, yeah, McConey quite literally tyre warming here further down the order. Roy's on the grass, getting his left tyres that a little bit more green. And he's really struggled with traction this race. But further up, the battle for the podium is looking more and more in favour of that Ferrari. Tango wants something here. He's burning the ERS, but it's just too far back. Oh, but having said that, he's going for the move anyway. Nearly contact. He's made it work. Tango up into P4.
He said, I've had enough of this. I'm taking it to my own bloody hands.
And he's dropped a long way back off Darry to make it happen, but now he's going to make the most of his fresher medium tyres.
Paradox also looking for a fastest lap by the looks of it.
Well, actually, yeah, he'll have one attempt. And of course he knows he's going to get the P12 position anyway, given all the guys behind him have done a late pit stop.
Well, the Roy spun! Into the wall.
Oh, he is. Is he got his front wing intact? He does have his full front wing intact still.
Just about.
There's Tango on the back of Darry DeRoy. Yeah, he's all way corner cutting, but he is now blue flagged between the 2 Red Bulls who are 1-2. So my question, can Tango get anything done now? The car ahead does not have the DRS to worry about. Tyres only a couple of laps fresher, but a long way, 7/10 back with 15% less ERS. DeRoy picking up even more. He's retired in the pit lane now. As we enter the final lap of this Bahrain race, the final lap of this season.
Here we go.
And DeWille's going to go for a move up the inside on Strauss.
Crikey, Gromit.
The Frenchman, has he made it work? He's certainly
like
trying. Ooh,
and then
a little bit of
also,
contact, and the other,
Hobbsy's
Hobbsy.
looking a bit hungry as well.
DeWille cutting across Hobbsy. He's made it work. The 2 Haas cars back to back.
That will do, Will.
That will
do.
But it's not enough for him to maintain P2. He is going to lose P2 in the title, unless Jet is a spin in the last sector. As Waitsy getting fastest lap, it is not going to be DeWill as we predicted, with everyone a 1:30.3. That is
What
quicker
the
than
hell
some of the drivers
doing all
qualified.
that
And oh, look at this, Tango a couple of tenths off the back of Dari. He's got no more DRS zones. I mean, technically he's got a fraction of one, but they're not going to make a difference. It's what can he do? It's this exit here. This is where it all matters. He's going to be burning all his ERS, but quite possibly more on Dari's car over the curb. Quite a lot there. Very similar ERS.
cheeky.
Is it enough? Is he going to go for the send? I need to get on board though with Jet as Jet crosses the line to win the season finale. Pangrid coming across the line. In the background you can see the Ferrari, the Aston Martin. But it is the Ferrari who gets it. Dari in the end. Legend P5. Wardaddy next. And then DeWill holding out over Hobbsy. Strauss. Next man will be 4-star. He's a long way back off the rest of these guys. P10. Is that Mazel's out of fuel, or is he just doing some season finale donuts? He's doing some season finale donuts.
He's nutting. He is nutting.
He is.
He's just doing a bit of...
He's also going to lose us potentially 2 points. He needs to make sure he gets to the line before his teammate Cole Paradox behind. There we go. The fireworks going off to end the season. Cole Paradox will be the next man to the line and possibly going to pick up fastest lap. Would certainly not surprise me if he gets it done. We won't see any donuts from him because of it. He does not get fastest lap. Fastest final sector. Waitsy to the line. Him doing some last minute wiggles.
McConey doing donuts.
Yeah, there we go.
We need Scott to do some as well.
I'm sure Scott will not let us down.
Maybe Scott will just... If McConey young goes, Scott will straight line him. That would be a good end to the season. But no, he's joining him in the nutting. Look at it, they're nutting all over each other.
The donuts, the fireworks. Fantastic. Only a minute 30 left on the clock actually. Gotta make sure they get to the line in time. But a nice way to end the season.
Yeah.
And you know what, we can work out now who is last in the championship standings. It will be Cole Paradox. Cole Paradox will take the red lantern home as a Jet picks up.
What's the points difference between him and Scott?
He was 7 points adrift.
Fair enough.
There's McConey somewhere without me looking has gone to the line. It's free fall now. He hasn't run out of fuel, has he?
No, he's just...
Has he got wheel spin? How's he managing that? His revs were stuck, and oh, there we go. 10 seconds time penalties for exceeding track limits. Wiggling away as all the cars behind him, smashing through the DRS board and across the line with a herd of cars behind him. F1 cars, they do move in herds.
Well, it's been fun, I think. Nice. Another season. Into the double figures now, 10 seasons of CRL. It's been great.
Yeah, 10 seasons across 5 different games, isn't it? Yeah, starting out season 1, F1 2019.
Maybe 4 games.
It is... Nah, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Shut up, Meg.
I'm doing maths at university, I can count.
Well, I can't, so...
But yeah, it is Jet with the win. Jet with P2 in the standings. I'm trying to work out who got... Pangri would have got, what's it? It's 20 points for second in the standings. Where were the rest of them? He'll beat Tango. Where did Legend finish? Legend finished P5. No, Legend holds on. Legend gets P4 in the standings, the drivers in the end. But I'll do a quick rundown of the order as I always do and should. So Jet, it is him who gets the win of the season finale. Pole position, leads just almost the entire race. I was pitted early, but the pit stops working well for him. Pangri P2 there, Red Bull 1-2. Dari picking up the final podium place. Then Tango Legend, Wardaddy DeWill picking up a P7. And then for third in the standings, Hobbsy, Strauss, 4-star Mazzles, Cole Paradox, Waitsy, McConey, Freefall, and finishing off is DeRoy, who retired in the pits after speeding in. But yeah, a fun little end to the season. CRL's last season on F1 23. There is still the Cone Cup to come. No idea when that's happening. I know CRL's going to do a bit of ACC.
Yeah,
Again,
baby.
don't know the details on that one.
Baby.
I don't think I own ACC, but I know they're doing it kind of PS5 based. So
very good. ACC, I recommend it highly.
I've considered. I mean, I do my fair share of GT racing on GT7. Yeah, that kind of GT3 stuff. I know ACC is king when it comes to that. So, yeah, there we go. Are there any other important CRL announcement stuffs? What have we got? There's the ACC we mentioned. There's the Cone Cup. I don't know if they've released any info on that just yet. To be fair, I don't know more than what's been announced outright. Spring 24. Yeah, you know more. Okay, it just says Spring 24. So not in February. Anytime throughout spring, possibly along quite a bit of spring. The Cone Cup's always good fun. It'll be the 5th Cone Cup to happen. And sometimes I even race in Cone Cup. I've done it once, maybe twice in the past.
Cone Cup's where it's at. I've never really raced in it though, to be fair. But
have you not? I have.
No, but I've seen all this fun stuff.
It is always good fun. No idea. They always do a slightly different format every single time to keep it fresh. So those of you who are CRL drivers, have fun with Cone Cup. Those of you who aren't CRL, join us. Why aren't you a CRL driver? Join us. Have a bit of fun with Cone Cup. Keep an eye on. Of course, the plan is to continue on with the game next season. Actually, Jet asking for an interview. Yes, there will be an interview. I need to invite him.
If you don't drive in CRL, you will die in 7 days.
This is not medical advice. Just to point it out. Right, I'm going to quickly invite the drivers. Who is it?
That's it. If you've watched it, you're not going to do that. Prepare for an unfun tomorrow.
Right. Who were the other two drivers who got podium? I'm pulling a blank. Right. Panagri and Dari. Okay. Press the wrong button. Right. Panagri. Here we go. Jet has joined us.
Here he comes.
The man who
What happened?
Everything. You got P2 in the title for one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I did that. And I don't know how I done this today.
Bro's wired. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
An almighty qualifying lap, I must say. I do wonder, actually,
Thank
I haven't
you.
checked, how does that compare up to the Tier 1 boys?
Probably 15th.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Though they only had 16
too quick,
drivers.
good.
Right, let's have a look. Where's the end of qualifying?
I also lost the 10th as well, which
What's
is a
yours?
little annoying, but seeing as like the gap was still like
Right.
4 tenths anyway.
What
I'm
was
not
your
that
time?
bothered.
It was a 21.1.
It was a 28.197.
28.197.
That's who
You would have
Yano
qualified P6 in Tier 1. 1,000
Oh.
ahead of Smalley Bulls.
Oh, let's go.
So, yeah, that's a bit fast for Tier 2, I must say, but
Get him
congratulations on your
promoted.
P2 in the title.
I did. Like, I was halfway through qualifying and I saw like the next like 11 drivers were all at a 10th and a half of each other, and I'm thinking, if I was a little slow, this could be a great battle. But I'm thankful I wasn't, and I'm thankful that I had the pace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, you were pretty consistent. I mean,
Got-
thanks for making it boring.
Honestly, that's the best race I've ever done, and I was so bored.
Yeah.
Because all I had, because like I don't know how, I don't know what happened at turn 1, maybe on lap 1, maybe you can enlighten me. But like coming out of sector 1, I'm like 1.1 seconds ahead.
Basically, Hobbsy got an almighty start, got in the way of Dari, and then Dari just kind of
Yeah.
held on side by side with him, made it stick. And yeah, you were kind of, I
And by
looked
that
and saw
time,
you were
were
1.3
already
up.
having a cup of tea at the finish line. So
Yeah, basically.
basically how it went.
yeah,
Man,
go on.
fair enough. You were just fast. I know how it feels now after Tier 4 this season to be like kind of just stuck at the front. Happened to be in Mexico, and like, you know that way where even though when you're like 3 or 4 seconds ahead, I was still kind of like not in a cold sweat, but like really nervous, thinking, right,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't mess this up. And it builds and builds and builds and builds until you cross the line, and then it feels like a sigh of relief. You just have that full-on like relief. So, I mean, I get it. Well done for like holding it all together and stuff. I know how it can be really difficult in that position. As most times when I finish a race, I look at the Tier 4 chat, and the first thing I see is Nathan going, "Nice bottle, Cammy." So I know it can be quite tense up there at the top.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I've had my fair share of bottles throughout this
You
season.
handled it so well this race.
Yeah.
Literally, it just looked like you were so cool, calm, and collected when you were up there, and yeah, you made it look easy.
Yeah, I still had like a few like tiny moments that cost me like a small amount of time, but because I felt like throughout that entire race I was not the quickest driver, because I felt like Panos at some points were quicker than me. I felt Dari was quicker than me, but because I built the gap at the start, I was able to like maintain it. So I was still feeling a little nervous, like, oh, if I go, I may not be able to regain this. But it was like at like lap 20 or something, I felt calm because I managed to get Panos behind me. We managed to build a gap between himself and Legend. We managed to cruise to win the constructors. I think that's sealed now.
I didn't even know where the constructors was.
Yeah,
I think
if Red Bull have won the constructors.
Yeah. So the only I was still like sort of tense because I didn't think I'd have enough fuel to finish.
Oh.
Because I messed it up at the virtual safety car. I lost like 0.4 of a lap under safety car, under like, the virtual safety car. So I was sort of like pondering whether if I had to fuel save, but I managed to work it out that I would have been fine. So I just kept going.
I mean, you've done well. Can't argue. It was smooth, the whole thing.
Yeah, nicely done. So I've got to ask, are you planning on doing the soon to be coming up Cone Cup?
Is that on ACC or is that on F1?
No, Cone Cup will be on F1. The format is yet to be confirmed because it's different every time.
Yeah.
Absolutely then. I've done them before.
Absolutely. I mean, this was the Cone Cup was my first experience of Cone.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I got in to do the Cone Cup thanks to Josh Evans, and then I just stayed around, and they haven't kicked me since.
Nice.
Despite your best efforts.
Yeah.
To be fair, before this race, I accidentally joined the Tier 1 practice, and
you did kill me.
Huh?
Going into the final corner, you did kill me.
Oh, nice, gotcha. But
I didn't know if you were thinking I was like Ferg or something, but
I might have been.
You did kill me.
I saw Nathan ahead of me on the straight, and he turned at the 10-1. I cut like 2/3 of the corner and caught his back end, and then he
saw that.
Banned me. I flipped it, so it will be available to view.
Please put that in.
He didn't say anything because his voice was sent off, so it's just me and I think Josh and a couple of other people laughing. But
yeah,
that's what it's all about, though. Like when you can have a good laugh and stuff outside of races, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's a good team, a good league. You know, the admins aren't a pain in the backside.
Yeah, they're not too bad, are they?
You know, I mean, everyone's really understanding and things. You know, that's the best part about Cone. Really, it's just a league that's run properly. You know, we set.
Oh yeah,
correct.
And it has like good drivers in as well who like they do take it seriously, but then they like when it's all said and done, it is yeah. Give it like maybe like animosity, but give it like a day and a half, and people are already joking about
literally.
it. So it's like.
Yeah, I mean, and everyone like reacts to things in a timely manner, and you know, it's just good. You know, it's a great place to be. It's I love it. I love Cone, and I think everyone that is involved in Cone loves Cone. Yeah. On to ACC, more Formula 1 ACC, Cone Cup, lots of other stuff in the pipeline. There's a Cone Darts League. We've got the meetup coming in May at Santa Pod. Oh, I mean. Yeah, Cone's
when is it? Yeah, what is it? ACC starts in, I think it's 2 weeks. It's really soon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that'll be streamed on this channel or
I think
not.
it may be.
I know in the past the GC7 and GC Sport leagues weren't streamed on this channel.
Well,
So
this is
can't
going to
say
be a
for
mini
certain.
league to start off ACC, and depending on how it goes,
Yeah.
I think that'll be when the decisions are made to open things up a bit.
Yeah,
I mean, if there's enough traction, then I don't
Yeah.
see why it can't be streamed.
ACC draws the numbers. Cone certainly knows how to run a good league. They've got the experienced
Yeah.
stewards, the admins know what they're doing. So be interesting to see how that goes. Cone Cup, of course, always goes well. Good bit of fun. Depending on the number of drivers, they kind of swap up the format to make it work
Yeah.
well. And then F124 will be coming out. It's earlier this
Oh,
year, isn't
yeah.
it?
May.
Is
I
it
still need
early?
to- I think I heard it was
Supposed to be coming out in
gonna be-
May.
Is it May?
Apparently, they're trying to make it closer and closer to the start of the F1 season these days. So
I still gonna get myself a PS5.
I didn't even know it was in May. I thought it was in like June or July still. I thought we were still having
apparently,
another season after this. I don't think we are now, Ben.
Was the initial plan, but I think they kind of looked at the earlier expected date, they looked at the numbers, they thought, right, well, F123, not everyone's enjoying it too much, we'll do Cone Cup for a bit of fun, do the ACC League, and start the next season in the next game. So,
As soon as I get quick, they shut up shop.
I like it.
didn't even pick up a title either. Well,
I know.
45 points off the championship lead of Ennis.
Yeah.
Who I assume
Yeah,
just
I-
ran away with it. I will admit I haven't been keeping up.
Oh
with it,
yeah,
so-
he ran away with it. He definitely ran away with it. He was by far the quickest driver here. I think he would have been with me, or probably ahead of me, at Bahrain.
Yeah, well, your teammate, I think, was quite possibly, certainly in the first stint, he seemed one of the fastest. I think
Oh,
he just got
Panos,
held
yeah.
up in traffic. Because he was just stuck behind other, he was stuck in the DRS train, not able to do anything, clearly faster than the driver ahead.
Yeah, if
think he
Panos
was-
didn't invalidate at the final corner on his lap, he would have been with me the entire time.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind about it. He is a quick driver. So I felt like when I overtook him on the mediums, I felt like just like give him some DRS, just so like he can finish P4, which I didn't know he was in the battle for, and to make sure we like got the constructors done.
Yeah, I think he ends up, because Legend got a decent result. Legend was P5
Yeah.
at Bahrain.
I
So
mean, I
think he
saw
holds
Legend
on
saying
to-
he got P4
Yeah,
because of him finishing. So
but then I think, yeah, your teammate gets P5 in the stand-ins, he'll jump Tango and Hobbsy. Though to be fair, Tango got a good result as well. Hobbsy P8, but Hobbsy's just consistent.
oh yeah,
I always think of Hobbsy, he's Mr. P5. No matter what happens, he'll be somewhere near the top in the standings come the end of the season. Probably won't win it, but he's just every race, week in, week out, he's getting decent results, even if they're not the best.
I mean, a result is a good result. That's how I felt like this entire season. I've only really come alive at like the last few rounds, which is a shame really, because by that time the title was wrapped up. But yeah, it's fine. There's always the F124 where I'm slow
Yeah.
for the first 7 months and then get
Well,
quick
I'm
at the
not-
end of the game.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of the same way. Whereas at the point of when I was like about, I think I was like 28 points behind MKP with 2 races left. And he attended every race, and I missed 2 races because I was on holiday for my birthday. And I was kind of like, maybe I shouldn't have went on holiday. But I mean,
Yeah,
it is what it is, isn't it? And if buts and maybes.
yeah. That's. I mean, you gotta take things as you come, and I'm happy. I'm very happy with this.
Yeah.
At least I end the season stronger than I'd started the season.
Oh, 100%, man, 100%. I mean, I didn't expect to be anywhere near the top of tier 4. So,
Does that mean a tier 3 for Cammy?
Yeah.
behave, mate.
Depends on the next game though, doesn't it?
Mate, I've been called absolutely dead the last 2 races of the season. I think I've just been like, it's consistency though. Like we've said, I mean, the more consistent you are, like I have people get into incidents and stuff and end up going. If I just keep my nose out of trouble, I just do my thing, go around the track a few times, and then the race is over, and I'm up in like the top 5 or top 4. I mean, I finished 4th more than Arsenal this season, but I think I finished 4th like 4 or 5 times. I finished 5th like twice. I finished 2nd twice, and I won 2, I think.
Yeah, got
Oh,
some wins.
nice. Yeah. So
And
it
then
wasn't
mystery races.
it wasn't a bad season in total then.
No, well, that's the thing. Consistency, though, you know, it's like always finishing in the top 5, 6, and sometimes picking up the odd podium. Like, I wasn't as fast as MKP. I wasn't as fast as the other people, but it's the consistency side again. You know,
Yeah.
it's big. But yeah.
And
I
at a
mean,
track
that's
where
all you
I've
can
never been consistent at, I'm surprised I was so consistent.
do. Yeah, literally same.
Something I do wonder, and it will be kind of find out for the future thing. Will there be how many tiers there'll be for next full-time season? Because the numbers have started to drop towards the end of this one, but the new game usually brings in more
Yeah.
faces. So
Please be 5 so I can stay in tier 2.
Cuatro.
5 tiers.
Cuatro, amigo.
I mean, we did try 5 at some point.
Well, we
and
did.
that
It
kept
was-
me in
5
tier
last
2.
season, and it looked alright until I joined back after moving back into a proper house and not living on a boat on the River Thames. And I went back into tier 4, and I came absolutely dead last, like 3 times out of 4.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I reckon we'll be having. My guess would be 4 tiers for next season. It's been a bit of a drop
Oh,
off
but
in
that means I'm
attendance,
tier 1.
but not necessarily.
Okay, it's
You
fine
might-
then. It's fine. Ennis can take my place. It's fine.
You might turn out to be really naff at the next game in tier 3, even with 4 tiers. You never know.
Oh, the dream.
The dream. Right, all assists off.
Yeah.
Tier 4.
Put all the assists back on. Get to tier 4.
Are you
Sure, good.
a wheel or a
Driving
pad
around
user?
like he's in a ladder.
Get my controller.
Oh, well. It's been a good night. It's been a fairly uneventful race. Let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah,
but,
I do apologise in that sense.
Yeah,
But
no shame in winning.
stress.
it seemed like you had your hands full with like P2 to P12.
I
So-
literally spent 90% of that race watching Scott at the back.
What happened to him? Like, was he being back the entire race, or was he just?
He made a
Did he
mistake
spin?
early on, lost a front wing, and he's the one who brought out the VSC. And DeRoy made a mistake. I say he made a mistake. McConey tapped him on the back of the rear. After he made a small
okay.
mistake, he went into the wall, and then DeRoy in free fall just thought, let's have a battle. Whenever one of us makes a mistake, we'll wait up for the other. Just have fun at the back.
Oh, okay.
They're playing like DRS chicken and stuff. It was good to watch.
That's good.
Yeah.
Last season I came 17th, so it's an improvement.
Yeah, I'd say that's a fairly sizable improvement.
Last season I wasn't even on the fucking leaderboard.
Nah, no, you were.
No.
At what, season 9?
Yeah, I earned like 2 points, and over the course of the whole season, I mean, I only
You got
done like
X Wee Cammy in
5 or
20th
6
in the Mercedes,
No, I'm looking
7
here.
points.
Yeah, 7
Yeah.
points. You were only 237 points behind Palmer.
Yeah,
That's
what was
embarrassing.
what's the situation with tier 4 this season though?
I gotta
Bottled it?
find it first. Well, yeah, you kept bottling. 47 points behind MPP.
Yeah, and I missed 2 races, so not.
No, you couple of P2s extra in those 2 races, and you would have had them.
And to be fair, I was spun out in 2 races, which isn't avoidable sometimes, but you know, there's always room for improvement.
You beat my team by
MKP
12
is so much
points.
faster than everyone else. Like, come towards the back end of the season, he was qualifying like half a second quicker than everyone.
Right, I think I'm going to end the stream here now. Cause
Oh, have you not ended the stream?
No.
I thought you were ending the stream.
Nah.
Oh, this is... I can't wait for anyone who's still at this point somehow.
Apparently we've still got 2 people watching, only one of which
It'll be,
let's
is me.
go.
it'll be Atomic and Topher,
No,
guaranteed.
well, I'll be one of them. Probably. But yeah, if you're still listening, why? But either way, thank you for watching the season. I've commentated the whole 2 tier 2 races, I think. And, yeah, come join, watch Cone Cup. Usually the semi-final
Please
and
do.
final for whatever that is streamed.
Please join so I can get back in tier 2.
Yeah, and
Come
then,
in the cup
well,
and
actually,
watch
yeah, the
Cone
more
Cup.
the merrier. So, there we go. We're down to 1 viewer now. The other person clearly listened and left.
He's heard,
Right, boys.
he's
Well,
heard
I'll go
that someone needs to join.
Yeah. Alright, well, see you guys next season, next Cone Cup, and join ACC, join Cone Cup, but bye for now.
Sugma